Hello and welcome to another episode of the Electric Norwegian. I'm Mats. Sorry for the lack of content lately, I've been very busy. Going to show you now one of the additions to the fleet. This is a Super Soco TSX. But the box says it's an optional extra. It's a hub motor. It has, I think it's 2.5 kilowatt or something. It's registered as a moped, and it's really sweet, I must say. You can charge it in one of two ways, either on the outlet here, on this big thing. I don't remember the energy capacity right now in the battery. It's not that big. It's space for two batteries. We can get to that later. Headlights, full LED, very good headlights. You might ask, well, there's a keyhole down here. How do you start it? You have this button, and you have a key. So we'll shut the main power off. Here you have a small compartment. You also have a switch here, and the alarm goes off, of course. And turn it on like this. You have your indicator. It's now charging, 25%. I still haven't figured out how to reset the trip computer. And your speed. I had this now for a few months, I guess. It's very easy to read this. You see your headlights, you have your indicators and your horn, and your 3 drive modes. They only change your speed, really, your top speed. So I think it's 25, 35, and well, I've had it in 52 kilometers. So if you hack it, it can do 70. This red button here, look now, it says SP. Push that, it's supposed to go to ready, and then it's sort of on, it's drivable, but now it's charging, so that doesn't happen. And you have your throttle here, as per usual. The mirrors, well, I don't know, they're okay, but they're a little bit, well, small, I guess, and difficult. It's incredibly quiet. Let's have a look under here again. You can lift this up. Let's put it on the side. And there's your battery. There's space here for another one, so you can have 2. You can get a splitter on here, so you can run, it can switch between them. And you double your range, basically. Insert the key here twice to release it, and then you lift it up. So if you live in a flat like I do, you can take the battery with you up, and you can charge it in your apartment or whatever. Here's your main power circuit breaker, so if you turn this off, then the car will lose, the moped will lose no, you can basically just store it for long-term storage and it will lose no power. You can just start it up again. It's really nice that way. And it's a bit plastic and flimsy, but it's very nice to drive. It's very nice. It rides very nice. The reason I got it was just I wanted a quick, easy, cheap runaround, so you can store your lock here if you want, your gloves and your helmet. When you're driving, you're using your glove and your helmet, so you can use this to store food or whatever. You can go, do your shopping, that kind of thing. And it works very well as intended. The headlights. And it looks It's really cool and easy to ride and very well balanced as well. It's supposed to be, as you can see, you have. There's not really space for two people, even without the luggage box. Here, you can adjust the hardness of your suspension if you want to. Yeah, you know. I don't see any reason to do that. Rear brake light here. And it's really quiet. We're gonna have a drive later, and you're gonna hear that. You can see the lights as well. That's the, and then the. It's really good. They really are good headlights. Very crisp, clear. Once when I got it, the headlights were down very close to the bike, so we didn't really see anything. Now I got them adjusted, and they really are very pleasant to use in the dark. Well, the audio was entirely crap of that ride along I tried to, so we'll do this as an overlay. The car is very well balanced. It's relatively quick. It's a moped after all, so it's not a Hayabusa. The mirrors they're okay. They're not very good. Instruments very easy to read. It's a very pleasant car to drive in many ways. The problem, that's not a problem, it's the weakness of it. It's the way they designed the regeneration, because this has all the possibilities you can imagine of an electric drivetrain. It has a hub motor after all, and so it's connected directly to the wheel. There is nothing in between. But when you release the throttle to zero, it doesn't regen. It just decouples the motor entirely, so you just roll. It will brake, of course, but it unlike in, for instance, a Tesla or a i3, where you can adjust your speed on the throttle, you kind of get used to in an electric car. This doesn't do that. It has a possibility to get it to that. To get it to work like that, you have to change the EQC, the brain of the thing, and I've seen several people do that. There's a big modding community out there if you want to do stuff. So what you have to do is you have to put the throttle very low and then let the resistance of the bike itself down a hill, for instance. It will regen, it just isn't very good at it, which is sad. Because on a moped there is a lot of up and down in speed, in urban driving in general, so a regen would make perfect sense, but it is what it is. It's very pleasant drive, it's very well balanced. You just get on, you roll, you get rolling and you're off, really. The lights are very good. The saddle is a little bit hard. It's been getting better though, so it maybe just needs to be ridden in a little bit, after all. The range, I think they say 7 or 8 kilometers or whatever it is. No, 70 or 80 kilometers. It does, with me on, about 30 kilometers, maybe, depending on. But I bought it to do the local shopping and to just be a local runabout when I didn't need to take the car, because you don't need to take up 10 square meters with just you, yourself, and your podcasts or whatever, your radio. After all, you can take up almost no space in a Twizy or on this electric bike. So that's it then, the Super Soco TSX. A little bit more range from time to time, but it's okay. And you can add add another battery if you want to. It costs about $3,000. it's basically free to run. The only thing, because of the stupid way they've set up the region, you do have to change brakes and pads from time to time, because you have to use them and they wear. But apart from that, there's really not very much else to do, I think. So yeah, a nice little addition to the electric transportation family here. So that's it from me. Take care, like, comment, subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.